You recording it?
Just about. Hello, everyone from YouTube. We're going to get the Rumble people in here. We'll do the whole introduction and pretend this show has started. Hello, Rumble. Can you come up with us? Rumble's always a pain in the butt. And Rumble.
No Rumble?
Maybe if I refresh. Oh.
Did you lose it?
I think we lost Rumble completely. Now they're
That's what you get for refreshing.
Now they're trying to get me to sign in. And, Rumble's not really. Rumble's not worth it.
Stop refreshing.
All right, let's try it again with Rumble.
The people that we watch though seem to like Rumble.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Go live. 5, 4, 3, 2. Live from Boston. It's Fido Live number 119.
It's Sunday afternoon.
Hello, good evening, welcome. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to Fido. Your only source for bad dog, go lie down. I am already out of breath here. We had trouble getting Rumble on with us, as the YouTube people will notice. Let's start, as we usually do, with what the chief colorist hath wrought. We're looking at the Halloween week here, Monday the 28th. All right, we have Closet Cat, Felicia, and Fido. So explain this holiday. Let's try that again. So explain this holiday to me again. It's fun. We wear masks, go to people's houses, and they give us candy. Why would they do that? We threaten them. You two trying to get rid of me again, aren't you?
What? No, for real.
Here is the Tuesday. There's Closet Cat, there's Fido, and later Felicia. The closet Bo is inspecting their costumes. Halloween costume inspection. What are you? I'm an unstable billionaire. How's that scary? You never know what I might do. I might send rockets to Mars. I might run for president. Maybe I'll just spend all day posting baffling tweets. How's that scary? I'm using your Twitter account.
No.
So Fido is a burglar, I guess. He's the unstable billionaire. And Felicia is a witch with an L on her chest. Figure out what's going on in the current day. You can figure out what kind of witch she is. Oh, here is Wednesday, the 30th. Fido's walking into the house. He's carrying eggs and tomatoes. Drops one on the floor. Goes to the kitchen table where he's stockpiling, stacking up the eggs and tomatoes. He's got shaving cream over here. What are you doing? Trick or treat doesn't work if I can't prove I'm a viable threat. When we were kids, there was one street you just didn't go on because they were throwing neat hair removal stuff at you.
Yeah, you seem to have had a much more intense Halloween
I would be happy with
experience
just
than I
tomatoes, shaving cream, or eggs. But yeah, eggs were standard. But neat hair removal was, or the squirt gun full of urine. That was always classic.
I did.
That's when the Super Soakers. That's when the Super Soakers first came out too. It was like the battery powered.
Yeah.
Here is the Thursday Halloween. I still haven't recorded this. I can tell I haven't done the floors yet or any of the walls in the background. So it's still some work I have to do. Fido and Bo. Fido says, "Look at all the leftover candy." Yeah, we didn't get any trick or treaters this year. That's okay. That's too bad. Okay, you can have it. And Fido's already taken the bowl. Goes down to share it with the cats downstairs. Good work, everyone.
Keeping the kids away.
Yeah, the cats kept the kids away.
Is that what you've done? Do you secretly have a stockpile of
We
cats?
haven't had Halloween kids
Since COVID?
Since COVID, you're right.
And it kind of would have made sense at COVID because they were just in this building.
I've still got this jar of candy from the last time. They're getting 3-year-old candy. All right, here's the Friday. I still have to do the backgrounds and sealing and such. Dino and Cat Boss. Cat Boss, can I talk to you? What's on your mind? You got me standing guard all day, and I'm not making that much money. I want a raise and a better job, or I'll organize a union and we'll go on strike. I have just the place for you. And he's in the bathroom, chained to the urinal next to the dad boss. That'd be Bo's father, formerly the supervillain that Cat Boss took over from. He must like you. I would have fired you. Of course, it's much better than being chained to a urinal. Here is the Saturday. Felicia, Fido, and Bo, and actually this starts the storyline for next week. Good dog. How come nobody ever says good cat? What is this, a trick question? You think you could teach me to be a good pet? No. I'm man's best friend. I can't do that to them.
No.
Here is Monday, following that storyline, Felicia and Fido. Why do you even want to be a good pet? I got it good here. It's out of the rain, and I get fed daily. If these humans ever smarten up, they'll kick me to the street. Or worse. Worse? Downstairs.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, the downstairs cats. Tuesday. We're getting closer to... Oh, we missed Halloween. What happened on Halloween? Oh, I did Halloween. Oh, okay. Oh, gee, I don't know where my mind is.
I don't know where your mind is either.
All right, Tuesday. Continue the storyline. Dino, Felicia, and Fido, and there's the shrine Felicia has to herself because cats used to be worshipped as gods, and well, they haven't forgotten it. Fido is helping me to be a better pet. Someday a cat will be considered man's best friend. Does that mean you'll stop trying to eat us? You won't fit in the oven. And then Fido whispers in Felicia's ear. I mean, don't be silly. I'd never eat you.
It's all about phrasing. It's all about phrasing.
Here's Wednesday. Fido and Felicia. The welcome home greeting is important. Act like you're happy to see them. How do I do that? Well, wag your tail. That doesn't mean the same thing to a cat. We wag our tails when we're angry. What do cats do when they're happy? We've never had that problem before.
No.
Thursday. Welcome home. The boys run away. I'm just being friendly. It's the fangs, right? Try not smiling. And here's Monday. Chief Colors has just gotten this, so it's she has just started it. Start of a new week. Fido says, I've had a rough time as a puppy. I gave you a great puppyhood. We're not going to talk about the incident, are we? No. You paper trained me, but when I really needed it, I wasn't finished reading the newspaper. But I had to go. See, look, Puppy Fido, and he's got his tail.
Puppy Fido's adorable.
Back before he lost his tail. A tragic accident. I got to give this one to the chief colorist. So there you go. Here is Tuesday, following that same... No, not the same storyline. Fido says, dogs have more power over humans than cats. Don't make me laugh. Well, we made them think we're their best friends. Well, we made them put a box of sand in their house so we don't have to go outside. That's pretty sick. Well, best friend is kind of messed up. So that's all the stuff that the chief colorist has. And let's go over what we're doing this week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right, on the Wednesday, I'm not sure how much of this you guys can see. Maybe I should have Irving on camera one move in just a little bit more.
Hey, Irving.
Irving, wake up.
Hey, Irving.
That's good, Irving. Great work there. Great work. Now, Fido, Bo, Felicia. Here, Fido, fetch the stick. He throws it and hits Closet Cat in the back of the head. Knocks him flat to the ground. That was fun. Do it again. Felicia yells, no, it's my turn. And they wrestle with the stick. Sorry about that, Closet Cat. I'm just happy to play the game. Got the background going on here. I should alert the chief colorist. If she looks down here, we've reached autumn in New England. So look at all the leaves on the ground that
Yep.
chief colorist has to handle.
Yep.
The typical Boston neighborhood here, we have this house with all the decorative shingling, and right next to it is a tenement building with a fire escape. All right, let's put that aside. Pardon me.
You okay?
I don't know. Got a bug in my throat. Here is the Thursday. Fido's walking on a leash. You can see how the leash is sort of tangled around Bo's leg. Dogs always do that. That's. I think they think that's fun.
Sure.
Oh no! Woman comes down to pat him. Yes, I'm friendly. My name is Fido. I'm 6 years old. He's had me since I was a puppy. Are we done here? Let's go. He pulls on the leash, tangles Bo up with the girl as well, and look, he's got her purse too. And as the purse goes away with Fido, don't take it personally. My dog doesn't like anybody. And Felicia's back here. She's like, what's going on here? And he's taken. She pushes him out of the way. So yeah, the dog and cat are still behaving like dogs and cats. Here is the Friday. And where are they on Friday?
They're at the bar.
They're in the bar. In this case, it still has the sheet draped over the bar, so this is considered now the lair.
Oh, yes.
Cat Boss used to have a secret lair, but since all of his henchmen spent all their time in the bar, he figured he'd buy the bar. I require 2 volunteers for a suicide mission. There's just Dino and me here. Well, yes. Well done, boys.
Oh, no.
Will we be working overtime? I doubt it. And the Saturday, which we'll work on today probably, none of the drawing's been done yet, so we'll get a nice new Dixon Ticonderoga pencil and start doing some drawing. The joke is Saturday, Bo's up at the bar at night, and the cat boss says, "What are you doing here this time of the night?" I'm trying to get away from Dino, Fido, and the cats. They're driving me crazy. And Fido comes in. There you are. Why'd you leave me alone with them? And then Dino comes in, and the cats come in. Hey, we're out of beer at home. Got any peanuts? And finally, in the final panel, we'll have Bo sitting alone at home on the couch, just happy, depressed here.
He went back. He went to where he could be.
So about the only things I did here for layout, I knew I wanted to have a 2-shot here. So here's where Bo's head would be. Here's where the cat boss is. And then it's just blocking out where the lettering went. And now Bo's head's going to be somewhere up here. So I had to curve the lettering around his head. So I more or less have an idea of what I want the panels to look like. But we'll flesh that out later on today. So let's get to work here. Let's get ourselves a nice new Dixon Ticonderoga. They claim they are the world's best pencil. But I would say they're the world's most erasable pencil, which is much more important than actual quality. And let's put a point. Let's sharpen this thing, because otherwise it's pointless. That's almost too much work for my poor pencil sharpener. So, as you all know, cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of the planet. So I have to wear this, a glove, to keep from transferring any more of my filth onto this otherwise clean paper. And I also like to put down a piece of paper here so that I don't smudge anything that my hand is resting on. And, well, what do we have for paper today?
I don't know, but I'm guessing.
So, the Superman Legacy movie, the $364 million budgeted James Gunn production, has announced that they have a dog.
A dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Krypto, the super dog of DC Comics, will appear in James Gunn's upcoming Superman movie, his first appearance in a live-action film, thanks to Ozu, Gunn's own canine best friend. In a touching post on social media, Gunn described how his own rescue pup inspired him to include the character in the upcoming film set for release on July 11th, 2025. Krypto was inspired by our dog, Ozzo, who we adopted shortly after I started writing Superman, Gunn wrote on a post on X.
Convenient.
Ozu, who came from a hoarding situation in a backyard with 60 other dogs and never knew human beings, was problematic to say the least. He immediately came in and destroyed our home, our shoes, our furniture. He even ate my laptop. Gee, it's a good thing that the script for Superman wasn't on that laptop, Mr. Gunn. I have so many fears that this movie is going to be horrible because I know they're never going to allow Superman to rescue Lois. So maybe the dog will be allowed to rescue.
Oh, maybe.
It took a long time before he would even let us touch him. And thus, Krypto came into the script and changed the shape of the story as Ozu was changing my life. He continues. What better time to debut the not-so-good boy Krypto than hashtag Adopt a Shelter Dog Month. By the way, Ozu today is fairly often a very good boy.
Aww.
The first look at the character in a motion image photograph shows David Corenswet's Superman sitting on the moon alongside Krypto looking at the Earth. All the photos I've seen, people on the moon looking down the Earth is like, that big. Okay. They're taking artistic license here.
He's zoomed in. He's Superman. He's zoomed in. Although we're not looking at it from Superman. Well, whatever.
Krypto the Superdog first appeared in 1955 in Adventure Comics 210. And appeared in numerous animated series and films, but never before in a live-action film. The self-titled Krypto the Superdog animated series starred the Canine Superhero, premiered on Cartoon Network in 2005 and aired on CW Saturday Morning Kids Block on WB September 23rd, 2006 until September 2007.
Did they even bother putting any color into that dog?
In the series,
He has a colorist.
Krypto was Superman's pet puppy on Krypton before being sent into space, before the planet was destroyed. Okay, let me get this straight. Not only do the aliens, look like humans, fine, but they also have dogs. And this dog could escape the Holocaust.
Well, the implication
But
is...
actually, if you get down to Superman's story, okay, Kal-El and then his cousin escape. And his dog escapes. And I think there's a super horse, there's a super bunny rabbit, a super hamster and gerbil. I'm getting in Richard Gere territory here.
I know. Oh, you're so adorable thinking anybody listening to you knows who Richard Gere is.
Upon landing on Earth, he is a fully grown dog who has similar abilities to those of Superman. Krypto is adopted by 9-year-old Kevin Whitney. Who thinks Krypto is an ordinary Labrador retriever.
Oh, how wrong he is.
Labrador. But look at this. Okay. Let's settle this issue right now. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that illustration. That is an American Bull Terrier. This, what they've got here, is a Labrador terrier with a Labrador coat. And this is bugging the hell out of me. Okay. I'm gonna stop reading that for a minute. And everyone, I want to say a little something to you, Warner Brothers. Warner, there's nothing I love more than to sit down in a comfy chair, turn on the TV, fire up a pirated superhero movie, and lose myself and think, oh my God, just think of this world. Just think of all they can do. All the immersive things that I can dream. All the fights, all the relationships, all the people I'd meet, all the places I'd go. I'm so excited to go there. And I'd love nothing more than with all that laid out in front of me. And I love nothing more than be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day. Sorry. Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, guess what? Fucking mongrels. Fucking swamp dog breeds. Fucking current day California shit. Because that's all you fucking know.
Okay.
I know because you're boring. You're so fucking boring. We can't see past our own reflection. That's the level of narcissism here. Warner, Western film companies, fuck your immersion. Fuck you having a good time.
Ooh.
Fuck you falling into the world and you're just getting lost. No, current fucking day. Fuck off. You're boring. You have nothing to say. You're one hive mind twat waffle. That's what you fucking are. And you wonder why people are getting sick and tired. You take everything we love, all of our immersion, all of our fantasies, all of our escapisms, and you just can't help but shovel your dog shit fucking crap ideology into everything. Every single fucking solitary thing. That rant currency of as from Heels versus Babyface.
I thought it sounded familiar.
when talking about one of those stupid Bethesda games. When they had they them in the description of the character creation.
Yeah, when you started to take on a bit of an English.
Well, when I started to say twat waffle. Which is not a word that I would ever, which is not a word that I would ever use.
No. I call him before that, but that was the definitive. But we love us.
But the canine dons the secret identity superdog when he performs heroic deeds and fights evil. Other than Kevin, the only person who knows Krypto's secret is bratty cousin Bailey, who lies so often that nobody believes his talk about the dog's powers. Gun Superman follows the superhero of the same name as he looks to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing. He is the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way. Not the Labradorian way, but the American way. Guided by human kindness in a world that sees kindness as old-fashioned. In addition to Corin Sweat, in the title role of the film's upcoming includes Rachel Bronson and Corin Sweat.
Yeah, that name's still gonna.
Rachel Bronson as Lois Lane. It's all includes Skylar Gonzalo. Who cares? And Krypto, the superdog, who was an American pit bull terrier, as exemplified by the original comic book, not this fuzzy, shaggy Canadian dog. American. All right, I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Feel better, honey?
So, speaking of things, films I'm worried about, I'm saying either they don't know their audience or they do know their audience and they hate them. Star Trek Section 31, starring Michelle
Why?
Yo. Emperor, not Empress, Philippa Gorgiro, I thought she was a captain, joins a secret division of Starfleet tasked with protecting the UPF, the United Federation of Planets, and faces the sins of her past. Now, has anyone seen the trailer for this thing? I got to share it with you. There's this horrible hip hop song. Okay, ladies, let's get information. Hip hop, yes. Nothing goes better with sci-fi than hip friggin' hop music. And it looks like Star Trek gay bar. Oops.
Oh, but that's okay. Don't say it like it's a bad thing.
Turn the sound up. Give me a full screen. Let's see how horrible this looks. Oops, do I not have sound? I don't have sound.
Oh no.
That's okay. Her phone's ringing as it is. I think I'd be able to find the volume on this pad.
Potential spam.
It must be something very important.
I'm letting it go. Potential spam can go to my voicemail.
All hail the Emperor. What the hell is this? Come on. You know, when I turn it one way, it flips. And when I turn it the other way, it flips the other way. Let's see the sound up to max. Try this again. Where is the sound?
On the side?
Yeah, it should be on the side, but when you get like a little bar that tells you it's going up?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, now it wants to power down on me.
Oh, gosh. Try the top.
You know, we got a comic strip to draw here. Okay, let's try that.
It always catches up with you. You're section 31.
Nothing says Star Wars more like hip hop music. Yeah.
31 is a Black Ops division. Spy work. Starfleet is here to make sure no one commits murder.
What a cute idea. It's gonna be bumpy and bad.
This just doesn't look like any Star Trek I've seen. It looks a bit like Third Element, maybe. But yeah, look at this bar.
Can't trust you with our lives, but here we go.
Somebody's got to keep it light.
And Michelle Lowe is, oh, she's looking grandma-like. Oh.
That's what she's doing.
No, that's, well, LeVar Burton is Geordi.
I know. Geordi likes
Not all black men in Star Trek are LeVar Burton.
Stop it. It's not. It wasn't that. It was the eyes.
So, Kurtzman continues to destroy Star Trek. I'm just going to throw that one on the ground because we don't even need that one. Okay, speaking of destroying things, Ncuti Gatwa, people might remember, Doctor Who was on Graham Norton, and he said that they're filming season 3 of Doctor Who. And then the BBC quickly hopped in and threw him under the bus and said, no, we're not.
Ooh, that's a little bit.
Farewell, Ncuti.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're doing our traditional Disney talk now. And we finally saw Deadpool Wolverine. Speaking of watching pirated films, some nice
No.
some nice Russian guy on YouTube had it up until it got copyright strike. And we just happened to catch it. And you know, this film sucked.
I didn't get into it. I barely got into it.
They did explain my thing. I was saying, geez, I wasn't aware that the katana swords were able to block adamantium. And I swear it was added dialogue. ADR. They said, "Oh, let's get his his adamantium swords." I swear it was ADR because So now these swords are made out of the same material as Wolverine's claws. Yeah. How convenient. It was just member berry after member berry. Oh, hey, look who that actor is. Oh, look, this actor is playing that part. I had no idea who the hell Rene LeBeau was. Hey, he did that, played the guy who threw cards, but Channing Tatum, the guy from Magic Mike.
Oh God.
Why? Yeah. Why do I have Captain America in here? Let me see. I'll check my notes. Oh, yeah. Had a great idea how to save Captain America. So this film's going to be in big trouble. They spent like $300 million on it. They need to make $1 billion. Mm-hmm. And the script is already leaked. The people who have seen it say it's not a good film and there's no way it's going to make that money. Marvel, do what you've always done. In one of the post-credit scenes, pull in Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. So people will go to the film just to see the damn post-credit scene. Yes, you're welcome. I'm happy to save Marvel once again. Let's get Disney and Marvel off the table for now. We might have to come back to Disney because we're back in the world of P. Diddy. Everyone will remember.
P. Diddy and Disney should not be in the same time.
Right, that's why I pulled Disney off the table. Well, maybe they should. Disney's had some problems with children as well.
No.
So last week we spoke about Steve Harvey and his daughter Lori, and how and other accusations. Now, Ben Affleck we love you. In fact, we want you to do the voice of Bogash in the Fido Christmas special, and maybe you can get your friend Matt Damon in with us to play Dino. However, here is the scene of J-Lo with P. Diddy that supposedly hurt your relationship with J-Lo. Is J-Lo topless? Well, she's wearing a thong, but I think J-Lo is actually topless, and P. Diddy seems to be more interested in what's going on over here. You know? And this woman is definitely topless, but yeah, they're both topless.
Yeah.
So there's the.
Well, here's the thing now. First of all, what you're saying about that photo and J-Lo, whatever, it actually makes Mr. Affleck look, like he has morals and standards, and her involvement with P. Diddy is what's upset him. But can we get real here? She had a past before he married her. It's not like she was this, 20-year-old virgin, or I mean.
I couldn't recognize that as J-Lo, but I don't have the I have face blindness anyway.
You recognize me.
Yeah, but I'll take their word for it.
No, that's definitely J-Lo.
Okay, a Jeopardy question.
Dun, 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 dun.
Included our favorite Star Wars TV show, The Acolyte, and nobody got it.
Nobody on Jeopardy?
Nobody on Jeopardy knew The Acolyte.
No, Jeopardy seems to be the audience for. I'm confused now. Oh, Star Wars. Okay, I'm like Star Wars, Star Trek confused.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Star Wars. I would think that some of the people on Jeopardy would be like.
Well, I don't know how they didn't know The Acolyte, this famous TV show that absolutely had that little green girl. It had that guy with the cross-brace lightsaber, and the Wookiee with the cross-brace lightsaber too. And it had Brie Larson, and it had this guy and that guy too. These people actually appeared in this in this movie. This was a legitimate TV show. By the way, Disney, you can still go to the forensic accounting and try to get your money back. I suggest you look in this woman's bank account.
Oh.
All right, let's get Star Wars the hell out of here. And Disney's been our whipping boy for the longest time, but it looks like Ubisoft is going to be our whipping boy for a while now.
They've taken over the reins, so to speak.
I would like to show you this historic actual photo. This is Yasuke, the Black Samurai. He arrived in Japan in the 16th century. And yes, I don't care what you say, they had cameras in 16th century Japan. This is an actual historical photo, I assure you. So this is absolutely proof that in Assassin's Creed Shadows coming up next, I believe it's going to be Black History Month, for you racists, that the Yasuke actually existed. And photographic evidence of all this. So I was told that Ubisoft's troubles actually began, not with the employee resource groups, as I had said, with UB Proud, Neurodiversity, Salam, Hente, Black, Boo, Asian, Pacific Islanders, and women and non-binary groups. I never know why they connected women and non-binary. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, Ubisoft's problems actually started a long time ago with the video game Skull and Bones, which they spent 11 years developing and spent between $650 to $800 million on. They actually thought that they would recoup that money they spent. The game failed. I think at its height, it had 850,000 people playing it. Currently, if you look at Steam, they have between 350, 400 players usually playing this
Not
game.
300,000?
No. Actually, 300. So Ubisoft thought that they'd make their money back with Star Wars Outlaws. They really thought Star Wars Outlaws was going to be their Red Dead Redemption 2 franchise. And then they said, well, Assassin's Creed, it's really exciting. We've pandered the hell out of it, and we added a black man. Originally, they actually did have a Japanese man playing the head samurai. But once they discovered this historic photograph, and that this man actually existed. They just had to pander to the black audience. This is around the time that the whole George Floyd thing was going on and the riots, and they said, "Oh, we can pander to this audience unlike anyone's ever before." Ubisoft is, of course, famous for doing fantastic things with their characters. But this is a problem throughout the video game industry. Now, Square Enix has Lara Croft. Now, this woman, Haley Atwell, is the voice for this character, Lara Croft, which is actually a video game I played back in the old days. But back in the days when I played it, her titties were larger and pointier. I don't know. Maybe we've lost something here. But I had trouble playing the game because I wasn't very good. And whenever I would fail, she'd like ragdoll and fall on spikes, die, and it's like, ugh, I didn't want to hurt her. I couldn't play the game because I was like, oh, I don't want to hurt her. But this is a trend, modern trend in video game industries to make the women a bit more manly because they're doing manly things, and little girls can't possibly do what Lara Croft does. And for instance, we have Stellar Blade, and believe it or not, this lady is the model for us, the Stellar Blade character. This is a Korean model, Shin Jae-un, and that backside, believe it or not, modeled for that backside. Okay, who am I? It's an artistic interpretation. What can I say?
You say believe it or not?
Yeah.
It's not.
Saw the last of Star Wars Outlaws on the online today. It's what can I say? So these Assassin's Creed people, the next one in line. Where's my Ubisoft page? Yeah, let's get the ladies off the table for a second. There we go. The next Assassin's Creed iteration after Shadows is or was going to be called Assassin's Creed Hex. And they described it. Now, this is them describing it, not me. They described this as the gayest Assassin's Creed ever. And I'm thinking when the Acolyte came out and the Hollywood Reporter said, is this the gayest Star Wars? Oh, please. Just what we need, more lesbian witches. Hollywood, I'd like to tell you, I live close to Salem, Massachusetts. A majority of witches are very heterosexual. In fact, gay witches are kind of rare. And
oh, well, where are you that they are?
And since the AAA gaming industry seems to have left us, I've been watching the AA gaming industry. Back in like a few months ago, I used to watch Starbreaker. They described this as the horrible job you can never have. Your job is to take apart starships, and if you do it incorrectly, they blow up in your face.
Oh, nice.
Terrible, a horrible job, horrible universe, and people are dying to play this. And currently now there's a Space Trucker, which is, well, you're a freaking truck driver in space. You just carry along from here to here. It's just the most monotonous, dull job in the world, and it makes the best video games. So Space Trucker from Studio Raw Fury and Shipbreaker, they're from Blackbird International. This is from 2020. Space Trucker is new. Highly recommend them. They're very fun games to watch, and good thing. Just leave them on in the background. That's what I do. What am I going to leave on the board as we draw today? We don't want Ubisoft. Usually it's a very good idea to put a pretty woman on the table. And I think Korean model Shin Jae-un and Haley are our leading candidates. But if I do leave Haley on the table, I've got to look at the new Lara Croft. And
for sure I'll work.
But, you know, I think we should keep with themes today. And we're going to have the super good boy.
Aww. Okay.
Not that super good boy.
Oh.
That's the super good boy. An American Bull Terrier. The proper super good boy. You know, it's been so long, I forgot I had a pencil sharpened. Well, now, what we're planning on doing here is I've got to get my ruler. Let's figure out where the vanishing points are. Are we close enough on the board? No, I think Irving, camera 1, could you bring me into about there?
Oh, you're making Irving work.
Good job there. Good work there, Irving. Let's see. Show me where the top of the panel is and the bottom. Irving, if you would you bring the camera up so you're more flat and level with the board? Ooh, you almost can't reach. There we go. Now there's a chance you people will be able to see something. What we have to do is make a, 2 vanishing points. This is using 2-point perspective. Now, let's just grab something mid-ranged here because the perspective doesn't really matter all that much here. And let's draw where the bar is. So probably there. Half of these lines will just have to disappear when I erase them, but I draw them anyway, so I know where they are. So there's the edge of the bar. It's got one of those indents that you put your elbow to. I don't know why they do this on bars because it's actually rather uncomfortable. Back in the old West, you'd stand on the bar. That's why they had the metal bar at the bottom. You'd hook your heel on the metal bar and then lean on this indentation with your elbow. But now everyone has bar stools, and this elbow thing is just something you drink your food on. I didn't start visiting bars until late in life, and I didn't know that they would actually allow you to eat at the bar. So I would apologetically say, can I have something to eat? And they'd give me a whole menu, and I'm thinking, I can't have a plate and food on a bar, can I? I don't care as long as they're getting money.
Yep.
All right, there's the raised paneling. What's that?
Tell you about my Uncle Earl discussing bars with my mother. Oh, story.
Is it a good story?
Well, no, because you don't think any of my stories are good.
Okay, so here's Cat Boss is about right here. Okay, tell me your Uncle Earl story.
I said something about going to a bar. Uncle Earl happened to be at the house. And my mother said, well, it's not a bar, it's like a lounge, right? And I said, what? And she said, well, you're going to like a restaurant, it has food and stuff. And my uncle's like, yeah, it's got bar peanuts.
So we're talking about pre-prohibition people here. So like they remember what a saloon used to be like, where men would spend all their paychecks on Fridays and
I think he was more remarking that my mother thought that I was on at a lounge type, like having, cocktails and food.
Prohibition really destroyed the bar industry in America.
Yeah.
Back in the old days, the taverns were fantastic. It was a social group.
Well, the Red Hat was like that.
Not really.
Downstairs.
Not really.
Well, I thought it was. I felt like it was. And I was there more than you were ever there.
I think I've made the Cat Boss a little bit fat here. Oh, well.
Did you ever go to the Red Hat?
Yeah, I've done that.
I swear to God we've met. Long before we met.
Well, I didn't start visiting bars till after I was 25 years old. So times we had met, we probably were much younger. Because we had the same doctor, the same pediatrician. The same pediatrician. My sister beat up one of your boyfriends.
You knew my cousin.
I knew. I went to school with her cousin. A couple of her cousins.
I mean, two of them are not technically my cousins, but they're close enough. I've known them my whole life.
But this was like grade school where you really didn't know anybody, but you knew everybody. It's different from high school where you
Yeah.
don't know anybody. But
You have closer friends and such.
all right,
And
there
then of
is.
course there's the connection to the little policewoman.
Let me think. Will the I've got to draw out the entire bar top here because there might be. Let's see how long would that be? Yeah, see, this is the corner of the bar, so yeah, it does show. Yeah, see, I had to do the return of the bar. Now, Cat Boss is wearing sandals because, well, if a cat could wear sandals, they would. Come over here, super good boy. Let me put the roller aside for a second. And now we had planned to have Bo's head up around here, as you can see. But I probably should get the body in here. I want him slumped in a bar stool. So let's assume this will be the bar stool. Knee would be there. Butt. Shoulders. To an elbow. And the rest of the arm disappears behind this word balloon. And let's erase where I originally wanted Bo's head. And actually we're doing better here because now Bo's head is closer to the center. That's a little bit big. And he's got a very long neck, but let's bring his body larger here. How does that feel? It's all a matter of feelings now. And whatever drawing of Bo makes me happy.
And why are we here?
To make me happy. And
Radio hosts have like a cough button, don't they? You need a blow your nose button.
yeah. No, I'm thinking here. Bo should be like looking down at his drink. See, we hemisphere the head, looking down. But Cat Boss is talking to him, so eyes are sort of half masked, and he'll look up. So this gives us the. Oh, he's got to be speaking. All right. Open his mouth. Mike Grell used to, when he drew, he drew in my lifetime the book John Sable Freelance, but Mike Grell is more famous for Green Lantern, I think. But he would always draw the mouth shut.
Even when they were talking?
Yeah, with Grell's idea was, well, when the picture is taken, these are all little pictures. It's between, them speaking.
Okay.
But yeah, it bugged the hell out of me that Mike Grell always kept their mouths shut. It's almost like Little Orphan Annie. It just has circles for the eyes. No dot. I always just want to get the newspaper and go there with a pen and go dot. Annie has eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Like as if Little Orphan Annie was ever in any newspaper I read or delivered. Okay, let's get the word balloons in here and just make sure everything's functional. And I still got to draw the background of the bar. What the hell? Let's just get lines in place while I have the vanishing points. It feels like about right. This is the wall that separates the bar from the booths. And the Cat Boss's EO layer. What are you doing here this time of the night, Dino? I think it'll be about that high. And I can go in later on and do the stained glass and everything of that sort. But I draw this bar just about every Friday, so I can do it by memory now. And that's that. The best way to separate the size of the glass panes for the stained glass window in the background is to divide the area, get a center, then divide that and get a center. But in this case, since it's just useless background, I'm going to just do what feels right. It looks like it's a division there, division there. That'd actually be the end. And behind there is the booth. So we'll just do a line where the table is. And now it looks like I've thought all this out and drawn it cleverly, but I really haven't. Actually, the bottom of the booth, the wall won't show. That's good. And somewhere up here is the ceiling, which is going to be mostly obscured by the word balloons. Let's see how much I have to do. Boink. Boink. Come over here, super good boy. And, okay, the ceiling is there. What's nice about this ruler is you can see through. And I'm going to judge that the ceiling is going to be about that big, so that when I move the ruler, put it on that point, and there's my next line for the ceiling. Put it on that point, there's my next line for the ceiling. And so on, and so on. So you got to be able to do this really quickly, because if you spend a lot of time on background elements that are mostly going to be erased, you're not spending your time wisely. For instance, where is that? I spent a lot of time with this background here, and I doubt anyone's ever going to notice that I got the telephone wires or the electrical wires. Here's the actual actual electrical service for this building. It's just
I notice.
fire escape and yeah, you notice because you have to color it.
Yeah, but I think it's cool. All the details.
Well, you got to place them in the world.
Yeah, I know.
All right, there's that ceiling. Let's move on to the second panel, and this is we planned on putting Bo's head up here, as I said in the layout. See how the lettering sort of curves around it, and we've got to draw the bar and Fido coming in stage right. So let's put a circle here. This is generally where Bo's butt is. We might shrink his head down a bit. I want the look of him on the actual bar stool. Let's get a. Oops! I lost my wheel. Damn it! That makes this useless. See, without the rubber wheel, I can't get a.
You can't get this a separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's probably somewhere on the floor because that's what gravity does. See, you can always count on gravity to do the thing you expect. Let's get that wheel back on. These rubber wheels actually are bits that used to go on the end of my tobacco pipe, so you have something to bite into. But they're perfect size and work really well for the wheel. The original wheel that was on here was just a tiny little rubber gasket that has long since broken and gone away. But these things work. All right, let's put a vanishing point on mid-range here. And we got to figure out what Bo's. See? I already screwed up. Let me think. Rather than a mid-range vanishing point, we're going to put it up at Bo's eye level. Yeah, I pulled an audible. We'll change that as
Mhm.
we're working it. I think it'll be better looking down at Bo because we're looking down at the floor where Fido was coming in. Plus, we're up at Bo's level, so we're sort of living in Bo's world. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So we have his knee right here. That's what that circle represents, and draw that circle, which will represent his other knee, and. Going from this vanishing point. Is that on camera? Not really. But anyway.
I think that's those pesky potential spam people again.
Yeah.
Oh. No caller ID.
Yeah.
Could be my mom's cousin, but I'll get that later.
So see, now we have him prospectively in the world. Now I'm going to do a line here from the vanishing point over here to do his shoulders. This will represent shoulders. And now we have a character in perspective. Let's get the bar in front of him now. How will this work? I'm guessing actually now that we've gone through the effort of figuring out where his legs are, if the bar is in front of him like this, you're not going to see any of that. So maybe we can just do another version of this view of the bar. No, he's got to be, yeah. All right. Let's see, what height would the bar be? About right there. It feels like bar height. Now we're looking at this bar from the opposite point of view. So the edge of the bar would be there. And it's going up in that direction. And this. I used the old vanishing point.
Oops.
Even I'm not paying attention anymore.
You're distracted by the cars going by in the background.
I should erase the old vanishing point so I don't ever use it. All right, let's try that again. So Bo is actually pretty close to the corner. So the corner of the bar is actually there. So here is the other side of that horrible lip that we spoke of earlier. And yes, I've completely wasted my time doing any of this because it's all going to disappear underneath the bar. It's about that thick. That's about that thick. Let's just get rid of this now. I'll never use it. It's only going to cause trouble. But that's how you build these things. Let's get the bar established. Then we'll figure out what Bo looks like. I just wanted to make sure that his head was somewhere in the middle there, up around the lettering. All right, let's. This bar, if you look at it here, is probably about that long. So from this point, it does that dupe. That's what bars do. They do dupe. And there is the edge of the bar. Now, what I'm thinking here is that there's a lot of space on the right-hand side of this frame that's not doing anything. Well, Fido will be here. And down here we'll have the bottles there. So yeah, I was wondering if I was going to make something happen down here. All right, Bo's head is much too big now, seeing how big we've drawn everything. Some sort of glass here that his hands are around. So his head should be about that big, which is still good. It kind of fits where I wanted it to. Her phone hasn't stopped since we started this. It's spam after spam after spam.
Actually, no, I think it is my mother's cousin.
Spam, 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 spam.
Just now. I'll get it and I'll call her back in a little bit.
All right. Fido coming in saying, there you are. Should Bo react to this? Now we'll just have him still looking down at his drink. All men lead lives of quiet desperation, according to Henry David Thoreau. Let's put Bo in a collared shirt now. I hadn't thought about what kind of shirt he had besides it being long sleeved. The pocket right there. Let's get to work on the rest of the bar, just so we have everything planned out. This is the speed pour shelf. And let's get that. There's my phone. Just a mail. Now where it looks like the wall comes up to around there.
I always think after your phone, when your phone rings after mine, that somebody's like, really trying to get us.
No, that's mail.
No, I know, but I always think that because I'm like, wow, if they're calling Charles, they really need me.
I do not think there's anyone in the world who needs me.
No, I said they really need me.
My, you're awfully narcissistic today, aren't you?
I said that on purpose because I knew you'd make that remark.
What waffle?
No.
Why
No.
does that word upset you so much?
Because it's ignorant.
It's
You
not
know.
my word, it's Az's word.
I
Remember
know.
heels versus babyface. Are you
Well-
going to say Az is ignorant?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Az is not as
My
intelligent.
hero Az is not ignorant.
He's not as intelligent as you are.
Az is brilliant.
He's not as intelligent as you are.
You are biased because you're not married to Az.
That's true. I'm not married. But I also thought I
Az
married.
is a handsome gentleman, a
I also-
manly gentleman,
I also thought I married.
sort of man that men go look to for manliness.
I thought I married an intelligent man, and when he uses crude words, it bothers me.
Now, back here we have the bars, the boots.
I never even used to.
Will you shut up?
No, I never heard my father swear. So we grew up in different lives. Never mind use crude words. And don't say shut up to me like that either.
What waffle?
No. Bad. Fido, go lay down.
So most of this booth disappears behind Bo, but I got to draw it anyway so I know where it is. And what we're thinking here is Fido's going to come in behind this way, but I still have to draw these booths. So in so much trouble worrying about a background, and most of it I erase. I complain about it every week. Let's continue that line in this direction. And there's the standard, and then the boots go back to back. Where's the line? And we got another table here. Come over here, super good boy. And yes, he's an American Bull Terrier, not a Canadian Labrador.
Nothing wrong with Canadian
Truth,
dogs.
justice in the American way with an American dog. Let's get this right for once, Warner Brothers. Okay, Fido's right here. I mean, you're spending $360 million. That means you've got to make, what, 700 to break even?
At least.
And this is Superman, so we know you're going to advertise the hell out of it. And don't say you won't. You're going to spend at least $200 million on the advertising. And if you're going to put the dog in there, make it an American dog.
And remember, the
It's
price,
too late. They've already cast the dog. Yeah, they've already made the mistake. Look at that. Look at that horrible thing.
The cost that you're talking about.
Air's all wrong. This is distressing.
The cost that you're talking about too is preliminary. They haven't started yet, right?
Oh no, they're filming. They're filming as we speak.
Oh, all right. Even so, they're saying what, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000?
What do you mean?
Well,
Million.
Yeah, million. The reason why I'm saying that is because they'll probably end up spending more on it. Even more.
Yeah, reshoots.
Yeah, or whatever.
See, this is what a proper super dog ear looks like. See, it folds that way. It does this, and it's not that with all the nastiness. See, look how nasty that ear is, and horribly unkempt and uncombed. That dog hasn't seen a comb in its entire life, and a proper super dog doesn't need a comb. This is so distressing.
Next, they're going to have Superman at 1 year.
Oh, hey, I wasn't even thinking. I started drawing Felicia here.
Oh. Oh, well, okay.
Let's get back to the dog.
Yeah.
No.
It would have been kind of funny if she made a.
See, Fido's dog ear does the proper American Terrier. Look, it goes perked up. It turns in the direction where it's listening. Let's do some acting here with the dog. Is he happy to see Bo, or he's complaining? There you are. Why do you leave me alone with them? I see he's happy to see him. And we'll have him let the paws out. As if he's going to give him a big hug. Let's check the perspective on Fido here. So there's his shoulders. That would be his legs. So we put him in the world properly. Thing. Let's not forget the hamstring back here. And let's give him a waggly tail. Well, he's happy to see Bo.
You waggly tail.
Mm-hmm. And I want the dog with the waggly tail. So the word balloons go there. And nicely, Bo's head slots right in there with the lettering. Just like we planned in the layout. We carefully made a thumbnail and a layout and decided exactly how all this is going to look like, as you can obviously see. All right, there is that panel. Now the third panel, let's come back down here. Super good boy, Krypto. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're an hour. We'll probably barely get through this today. Hey, we're out of Beard Homa. Now, I'm going to go to a straight on here. Let's put Bo in the center here. The bar should be about that high. And Fido has already joined him to his left, which would be over here. And he's happily in place. Dino, approach, stage. Will be Bo's right, but stage left. Okay, we're out of beer at home. At this point, the acting. And we got to get the cats in here too. So the bar ends there. And the rail, double rail the bar. We'll put a vanishing point here, right at the center of Bo's chest. And yeah, I guess the bar is going to go off in that direction. We know that's about right there. Okay, this feels a little bit better. I think it should be thicker though.
That's what she said.
Never to me.
Good comeback, honey.
Well, you know, I sort of write these jokes for a living.
Yes, I know. I've heard.
And we'll call that the edge of the bar. Not much of it's shown. So that's that. Now, we generally do not see the bar from this angle. Let's get the glass in here. And Bo's hands haven't really moved. So we generally don't see the bar from this angle. We know that the wall with the stained glass would be coming in this direction. But I guess what's behind here is the door. And that actually works out for us because we can show the rest of the cast coming in, the cats.
The rest of the cast. Oh, wow. Cast of cats.
Yeah, your speech impediment carries on.
I can't say C's. Or a collection of C's. I said collection of C's.
Yeah, you said that at least. I'm thinking at the very least we'll just have Closet Cat peeking through the door here. But Felicia's got to be up here already. The Closet Cat has a flat head. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how you tell them apart. Where Felicia, I'm sure who will already be hopping up to the bar here.
I believe our bird underlords or overlords are trying to tell us something.
Has a rounded head. And 1, 2, 3. That's how you tell them apart. But when the chief colorist gets to it, this one's purple, this one's yellow. It's easier to tell them apart.
Much easier.
Plus, Closet Cat sort of has an emaciated body where that squareness and the ribs showing. Felicia is a little bit more full out and well fed. Let's get Dino done here. The joke here being he just can't escape them anywhere. That's his pocket. hey, we're out of beer at home. And Fido saying, go to eat peanuts. Oh, let's finish Fido off. That guy outside must be very proud of his music because he wants to share it with the entire neighborhood. Wonder what's under the bar here. I'll have to figure that out. All right, there's that panel laid out. I don't think you'd see those booths here, but we'll think about that. Now, the last panel is the simplest one at all because it's one I draw nearly every freaking day. We're just going to draw the living room where the couch is. Where did I leave the... Where's the vanishing point on this side? Oh, under his chin. Okay. Draw a line here which represents the bottom of the couch. This straight line will be the inside of the arm bracket. I'm going to assume that the arm does that. And the cushion would go from there to there, and there's that piece of wood. Now, we don't know how long the couch is now, so we'll just do. One cushion feels like about there. It'll be smaller and then smaller again as it recedes off into the distance. And we can draw the inside of the other arm. Go back to our perspective, and there's the top of the couch arm. And we have our couch. Let's not forget the most important part of the living room, the cat litter box. It always just peeks out to the side of the couch here. Nothing adds atmosphere quite like the cat litter box.
I'm surprised they haven't come up with a new way. It's like the better mousetrap thing. They haven't built a better.
Oh, they have all sorts of automatic cleaning.
I know, but none of them must work.
There's a really great cat litter box that like spins over and like it'll filter out the poop from the litter.
Mm-hmm.
But what's great is it doesn't really sense when the cat is like in the door. So when it spins over, it catches the cat in the door and crushes it.
Ooh. See, this is what I was going to say is I don't think any of them are really that good, or else why wouldn't everybody have them? So they're either too expensive or...
Well, a lot of people are smart enough not to have cats.
There's a lot of people who have cats. More people than you would think have cats.
And a lot of people have Toxoplasma gondii, too.
All right. Stop with the
The deadly... The cat brain parasite that lives in cat poop, causing schizophrenia in human beings. Look it up on Google. Twat waffle. That's a great word.
No.
Only a British man can come up with a word like that.
Oh, there's an ugly looking bug that I want you to kill.
Moth.
No.
And let's see, we'll put Bo. Well, actually, think about it. Yeah, let's give him the center of the couch because that puts him in the center of the frame nicely. And legs spread wide like a man does. Foot. Let's have arm resting on the couch here. And his right arm here, he's got up here. Let's unbutton the shirt.
Ooh.
I just got a t-shirt on underneath.
Oh.
Just shows more casualness. And that is the joke. And hilarity ensued.
And they laughed and they laughed.
Irving, camera one, would you zoom out a bit and we'll figure out what the title of this thing is.
Oh.
Now, we probably should find a title that's kind of clickbaity. Talking about the Super Good Boy. Anything that has
Super good broadcasts.
No. Probably stick with Super Good Boy.
Yeah.
Race swapping the Super Good Boy.
No, don't even talk about that.
Anyway, he should be an American Bull Terrier, not a Labrador. That's truth, justice, and the American way.
Are the Canadians taking over?
Yep. Be careful. Most of Canada's been moving its population closer and closer to the United States now. And I happen to notice the Earth that they're looking at. Not only is it oversized, but they're looking at Hollywood.
Oh.
That's all that exists in this world
Of
for them.
course it is. Of course.
See, up there is Labrador. That's where you're from. Lamenting there's something about the Super Good Boy.
Super Good Boy's new look.
The Super Good Boy should not be Canadian.
Yeah, there you go.
And there you go, Warner Brothers. You want to make a good Superman film? You're getting that close. What can I say? You're getting that close. Thank you for joining us for Fido Live number 119. The Super Good Boy should not be Canadian.
Bye, everybody.
Let's get rid of the guys at Rumble first, and then we'll get rid of the people from YouTube.
Bye, Rumble.
There's Rumble, and goodbye, YouTube.